Hello, beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of Myth. When last we left off, there was a little bit of a short conversation between Loki, Hibiki, and Berserker that, well, I thought was interesting. It's a lot of their conversations, a lot of conversations in general, I recommend going back and, rereading once the visual novel is finished. I'm picking up on this is my second run through this visual novel, and I'm picking up on a lot of, subtle messages about the future. And I find it very interesting. I really do. I really, really do. So I do recommend, I think this is a visual novel that is, I don't know if it's better necessarily, multiple times through. But, picking up on a lot, not all, because I'm not that smart, and I don't read into things that much, but seeing a lot of things that's being teased towards is really interesting to me. And I think that's why this, is a visual novel that I could see myself coming back to in the future. I like visual novels that foreshadow a lot of stuff and tease a lot of the future events, even early in the game. So, just rambling aloud, I guess. Also, for some reason, my throat's weird. Like, my throat feels fine. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I sound odd. But let's get back into it, shall we? With a group of ellipses. ... A nice scallop. ... There we go. Yep. ... I've been having a lot of weird dreams lately. I will stop doing that. Where am I? So many people. I feel like I recognize some of them, but maybe not. She's from the dream I had yesterday. Hey. I call out to her, but she didn't notice. I walk up to her instead. Meito. Hey, this is a dream, right? I guess that's the weird thing to ask, though. And let me rephrase that. Do you know who Riri is? Yes? She gave off a listless response. It was like she didn't want to talk to me. It was even more unpleasant after what happened yesterday. This should be obvious, but Riri is alive. In reality, at least. She died the other day in a dream, though. You see, that's strange. Because this is a dream, which made me feel like it didn't matter what happened in this dream world. A dream within a dream. I've experienced this before. Is Valkyrie doing okay? She asked me that with a brighter expression on her face. Valkyrie? I didn't know anyone who went by Valkyrie, though. Sorry, I meant Shimon. Shimon? Yeah, she's fine. Totally fine. Wait, she's called Valkyrie? Yes. The girl nodded after flashing me a smile. Valkyrie, Shimon. That didn't seem to fit her. That seems like an unfitting name. Who's so then? Thor? You know about that? So? Yeah, I know her. She's over in that world too. The girl's expression stiffened. Not that. I'm in Norse mythology. Do you know about it? Huh? I know the basics. She began to frantically rummage through her bag. What she took out was a cell phone. Isn't that kind of a relic? The girl has a bunch of old devices, like the TV from the other day. Could this be a place in the distant past compared to where I live? Hey, what year is it? I couldn't help but ask the girl that. My voice didn't reach her, though. Pick up, Meito. Meito? She just said Meito, right? I'm there, too? I asked her that as she hung up the phone. She didn't respond, though. She just began to press the phone's buttons instead. I gazed at the screen. Oh, a text. You gotta write it yourself, though. It's not convenient at all. She just ignored me, though. Hey, what are you writing? I peeked at her phone screen again. This was what she wrote. Read this when no one's around. Meto Tanabe knows of Norse mythology. Do you really not know anything about it? Check your notebook. Loop 2, Day 3. Loop 2, Day 3. Loop 2, Day 3. Prologue. Counter. Okay. Subject, read this when no one's around. Meto Tanabe knows Norse mythology. Do you really not know anything about it? Check your notebook, loop 2, Day 3. Actually, fuck. That damn Valkyrie. Tasty. It actually genuinely is, too. Is it weird drinking ale that I think is actually genuinely good? Sorry, I did read it from the text and so the thing. I'm very careful about not skipping over stuff because it could miss something or something might skip by and blah, 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 blah. Notebook? How the hell do you sleep like that? I forgot your voice already. It's been like 5 minutes. Apparently, I was sleeping while standing up, hand on my hip and head tilted down like I was looking at something. That's not creepy at all. So was right. I had no idea how I was sleeping like that. Was the person she sent that text to also the person she called? Meaning me. I searched through my pockets. Of course, I didn't find a cell phone. What a strange dream. Huh? I left my room so I could go wash my face. Strange dream. Uni repeated what I said. She looked over at me for a moment, then went back to gazing at the mountains. I have no idea why I keep having dreams like that. Wait, why am I talking to her of all people? That was a mystery in itself. Whatever. I guess I just wanted her to listen. My dream was too abstract as it was anyway. And I knew that better than anyone. A strange dream. Uni muttered that again. I have them too. And then she added that. What kind of dreams? I was a bit interested. Yummy sweets. I wasn't very confident this would be of any particular interest after that, though. That I eat with Mama. And that was it. You really do love your mom. That would make sense. You don't usually talk like that. I was copying you. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that was going nowhere. That would make sense. Cut it out. I lightly poked her head. Meto-san! I looked back at the veranda. Shimon was there, seemingly out of breath. Big trouble. What's going on? Just follow me. Hey, wait, don't pull. Uni-chan, you just stay here, okay? Well, I think we have an idea on who's mom, but Uni didn't respond. Maybe if it didn't spoil the title of it with calling this chapter... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Things were noisier than usual. It was more crowded, too. What's going on? Just follow me. We pushed through the crowd as Shimon pulled at my arm. A woman was facing the chief, one with a body and a shadow of her own. I really like that hairstyle in general. I've never seen it in real life. Well, I've never seen it in real life that wasn't a cosplay wig. And cosplay wigs always look kind of, well, noticeably wig. Like, I've never seen natural hair like that, but it's a hairstyle I really like. Yeah, anyway. Her clothes were worn out, all dirty with filth and mud. She looked exhausted, but maybe I was just imagining things. Her long white hair was quite striking. Who are you? Stay back, the chief shouted. The boisterous onlookers all quieted down. I stopped moving as well. You returned after breaking the village rule. You know what that means, don't you? Of course. I could tell she nodded because her hair bobbed up and down. Why now? Numerous people began to talk amongst each other. Why? The answer was obvious. Mama said she wouldn't be back for a while, but told me to wait for her with the being of light. Where's Shimon? Where's Shimon? The lady asked for Shimon. Was that simply to hide Uni or her own personal desire? I'm Shimon. Shimon stepped forward. Shimon, so you're Shimon. She turned around. I was finally able to see her face. Her wrinkles were very prominent. She was a middle-aged woman with a particular grace about her. She reminded me of Didi. No, she really reminded me of Didi. She were younger and had green hair than... Out of curiosity. Yeah, she has the whole twin tail thing on it. Well, I guess tri-tails technically if you count this thing, and it doesn't matter. Be more, okay, it's a different hairstyle. Okay. Oops. Just curious, because I couldn't remember what her hair color or hairstyle was. Anyway. Want to come to my house? Shimon welcomed her with a smile on her face. She must have been looking out for Uni. I would like to speak with you. Let's go. Wait. The woman took a step forward, but the chief stood in her way. You must pay for breaking the village rules. The chief muttered that after a long moment of silence. If any person has broken the village rules and enters the village again for any reason at all, they will face the death penalty. Sorry, but you're coming with me. Chief, please, just let me speak with her for a little bit. Just one day. No, 1 hour. There was a misunderstanding between the chief and Shimon, but it was slight. At the very least, it wasn't going to be reason enough for either of them to change their minds. You're coming too, Shimon. What? The chief's words set the place astir. Everyone was in an uproar. Chief, Shinzo appeared from the crowd. You serious? His voice was low. He was clearly angry. You really didn't let everything you've done up until now go to waste? Tell me, what is it the chief must protect? What's the most important thing I have to protect as the chief? He's saying that Shimon-chan's harmful to our village. Hold on, I'm really confused. Shimon, who was at the center of all this, finally spoke up. Shinzo-san, what's that mean? Katomi-san? Guys? Why are you all looking at me like that? Shimon, this woman is your mother. The chief said that in place of the others. Huh? Over a decade ago, this woman left you in a grotto. And the it's equivalent to murder. That's why I drove her out of this village. You were very weak. I couldn't have left you alone with that kind of parent. That's why I took you in.
What about my house?
That was my old villa. Shimon, the village rules are absolute. We can't ignore them. Do you understand?
Wait. I'm disappointed in you, Chief. The village rules, screw that, they can eat shit. Shimon's one of the gang, am I wrong?
She's right, even if she's being a bit abrasive.
Chief, can't you make an exception? This is too much.
That would be a whole lot easier for me if I could.
Which is more important to you, the village or Shimon?
The village.
I mean, his name literally is Village Chief.
Huh? Ain't that obvious? The village only exists because y'all are here. Shimon, Meto, Sorority, Shinzo, Katomi, the grocer, the fish merchant.
Yes, the grocer and the fish merchant, who we've never seen, nor have names or even sprites.
It ain't like I want to be this strict about the rules. The rules protect this village, though. That's why I have an obligation to adhere to them. You saying I'm wrong?
No one said a thing. None of us were satisfied with the chief's logic. It didn't feel right. However, a truth that had been hidden away this whole time had been exposed. A shroud covering the entirety of this village that the chief, no, all of the shadow villagers had hidden. Shimon, I called out for her. I didn't even know what I wanted to say, but I knew that brooding over this wouldn't do any good. I was just unhappy with the situation. I couldn't just stand there any longer. Shimon's gaze was unfocused. She must have been feeling a number of different things. Ah, that's all? Shimon's peculiar voice sliced through the silence. That's definitely possible. Look at how I am. It's the same as my mom. So, it's only right that I have to be punished along with her since I'm her daughter. Yeah, that's logical. Okay, so Chief and Mom, let's go. Ah, but where are we going? Shimon continued to smile at the Chief.
There's a jail in this village.
Really? I've never heard of that before.
It's because that kind of thing doesn't happen often. Let's go.
Alright, let's go, Mom. Shimon followed the Chief, and behind her was her mother. All of us were stunned. Not just the Chief, but every single one of the villagers who were there. And none of us could say a thing to them. Huh? Yeah, actually... Wait, what? I want to check something. Could you show me? Yeah, this is it. Huh? What did she mean? I see. Riri nodded as she looked at her hands. Wait, what's... I'm going to see Uni-chan. Huh? Why would she... I don't know. Uni-chan might be able to save Shimon-san and her mother. How? Let's go see her. Okay. We found Uni at the veranda as night pressed on. She still wasn't asleep. Hey, Uni. I spoke up. Meto-san, let me handle this. Okay. Lend me the village chief's whistle. Huh? Uni had the whistle? Hey. Yeah, okay. I think I might have skipped past that or just skipped past it by itself. I don't know. Uni-chan? Okay. Uni began to rummage through her pockets. Why did you do that? Yeah, Meto started to say something that went past. Okay. She didn't respond. Uni, say something already. Meto-san? Didi stopped me from pressuring her, though. I guess I'd end up having the opposite effect. I decided to let Didi handle the rest. Uni-chan, why did you do that? You weren't trying to be mean, right? You're not that kind of girl. Would you mind telling me? Mama told me something. She began to speak. She told me to hand it to the being of light. She said we couldn't go to the amusement park without it. This whistle? Yeah. Why did your mom say that? I don't know. But she told me that, so... You have to keep your promise? Uni nodded. Uni-chan? Didi tightly embraced Uni, then... Ow. Sure. Sorry. Apologizing isn't enough. I'm sorry. Tears began to streak down Uni's cheeks. Looks like we should head to the chief's place tomorrow. We had to convince him to release Shimon, as well as tell him about the whistle. How could we make this all seem like some misunderstanding, though? No, I'll return it myself. Huh? I want to borrow it for a bit. Is that okay? All right. Uni continued to sob quietly. She only took the whistle because her mom told her to. Was she really the one at fault here? Uni-chan? Didi embraced Uni and began to gently stroke her head. There are good things to do, you can do, and there are bad things. You stole something. Do you think that's a good or a bad thing? I'll let you decide. Once you figured it out for yourself, this will all be over. Sure. Didi punished her, thankfully. I felt pretty much the same way, even though I didn't say anything. I was still curious about her mother, though. She couldn't go to the amusement park without the whistle. What did that mean? Anyway, I guess we'd have to worry about it tomorrow. We have to find a way to persuade the chief. Myth. Otherworld. And I think that is where I'm going to end this episode. Otherworld, is that 21? We're the same. We're the same. Yeah, this is interesting. Shimon's in jail and Uni's mother returned. Or, as it was referred to as Shimon's mother. And wow, man, what's going to happen with them? That is going to be an interesting question. Because we don't really know. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I know, theoretically. I think I remember correctly. Yeah, that's not good. And this loop is, well, let's just say noticeably different from the last one. And, well, there's still that dream as well. The thing about it, what was it? Loop 2, day 3. If I remember right, and I probably won't, let's be real here, I could go back and check that, but I probably won't because I'm forgetful. But yeah, I think the more pressing thing is probably going to be, what's it called? Shimon and Uni's mother being in jail. Well, find out the answer to that and more next time. I hope to see you all there.